of the music.
She told me about something happened today. And I said, we went for one event today, and then DJ played the music, or they on the music or something, or they increased the volume, and it pierced into my ear, into my ear, and they said, and then I'm having pain, sharp pain. I said, it is well, give me my food, Jared, it will be okay. That's, work hazard to get better and all that.
Days after the event, I'm still hearing the sound.
So later she told me that, this thing is getting, I said, no, it can't get any soul because of our Christian belief. I prayed for her, I anointed her, and then we just forgot about it and left it there.
I never knew it was an emergency. I never knew I was supposed to actually rush to an ENT doctor to do something.
There's nothing bad in believing God, but I think we'll have done better by visiting an ENT. So why would I visit an ENT? We're going to cost some money, ENT. They are not as popular as the other doctors that you can see everywhere. There are even few of them in Lagos, few experts in Nigeria, and then so don't worry, this will get better and all that. So we went for prayers, we laid our hands, I laid my hands, I anointed her ear, I anointed everywhere, and then the thing was getting better.
Few days, like 5 days after, it faded off. I never knew that was the dangerous issue that would have ever happened to anybody, that at that minute that it faded off, I'd lost my hearing. I didn't know.
I felt sad when I heard about the hearing experience. It took like 1 week before I could know about all this.
I was only hearing with my left ear, and that was it. But I wasn't bothered. I didn't take it as any issue because I wasn't even feeling it. I was hearing clearly with my left ear.
And then something happened. I just got at my wife that I married, that used to be very, active and talking and communicating, was not really responding well. Sometimes I was stuck. I just got that she was say, sorry, I didn't hear.
I just assumed that, okay, when I was young, I was using left. So I assumed that I had switched over to my left again, and I was just giving it an excuse. At every discovery, I was giving it an excuse. And people started complaining that, Kemi, are you sure you're hearing me? I'm talking to you, but I had to keep paying attention to people at every discussion and everything. I still didn't bother.
In the year 2015, I noticed she was not really hearing me very well.
2 years after the incident, someone had mentioned to me, Kemi, are you sure you don't need an hearing aid? Because now you hardly hear what people are saying, and a lot of people are complaining. I like hearing aid. Oh, okay, even if I have to go and see a doctor, how much is that going to be? He said, I have a cousin that got it one time, like 350,000. I said, wow, I can't afford that at a time like this.
I got to know about the hearing problem when the elder sister sent me a message that Kemi has some challenges with her hearing. And when she sent the message, I saw it in the morning. I was scared. I just need to call her immediately. I could not even open the page she sent to me. I just called. What happened to Kemi? I was even crying.
This was also going down because the weight was much on the left ear. The weight was much on it, and at a particular time, I can't even use phones without probably speaker, putting it on higher volume. My children would have to call me, Mommy, I was talking to you the last time, you weren't listening to me, or you weren't hearing me, you didn't reply me, you said something different. And I looked at them that, oh, I'm so sorry.
It became so sad one day that I came back and I wanted my food, and I said, can you give me my food, I'm hungry. She was doing something. I said, can you give me my food, I'm hungry. And she said, welcome. She was responding to something else I was not saying because she was assuming I was saying something else. And I said I wanted my food. And she said,
Listening to things became strange to me. Everywhere became noisy. All I hear when you speak is noise. Everyone I see, everywhere I get to, very noisy. And I was just leaving the midst of crowd. I didn't want to see a lot of people. I didn't want to talk to people. A client now mentioned to me that, Kemi, I'm worried about your hair. You need to see a doctor about it. I was not like, okay, fine. I have a conference to attend. I have a conference to attend in Dubai for January. I'll see if I can see an ENT specialist about it. and she even volunteered to give me money to support the trip. I had to go to the hospital to see the doctor. It was not like, the truth about it is, I still need, there's something called cochlear implants that I had to do it.
They said, this is going to cost like 21 million naira. And then 21 million naira.
That's the last thing I can ever imagine.
God is not limited by time, space, or men. With God, all things are possible.
Every parasite that has followed your destiny, internal and external, from now, you are free in the name of Jesus.
With God, freedom is guaranteed.
You will find help in the name of Jesus. Help will find you. You will find help.
That is why men pray for divine help and favor. Join Evangelist Banji Adesomi at the Hour of Power, an interdenominational prayer meeting every first and third Wednesday of the month, 6:30 a.m. in the morning at Rose of Sharon Center, GRA, Ikeja. Are you far away? You can join online via Facebook and YouTube at Evangelist B. For inquiries, call 0809-547-3181. The Hour of Power will make a difference in your life.
We hope you have been inspired on Inspire with Evangelist B. Do you have or know someone with an outstanding and life-changing testimony that can inspire the world? Stories of deliverance, survival in the face of great odds? Would you like to share? Please send us an email at info@inspire.org. God bless you. Inspire with Evangelist B. Real people, real testimonies.
She went to Dubai, and when she went to Dubai, she went to do some checkup.
I did my very first test. They gave me the results. I went back to the doctor.
They now came technically to show the frequency level of the hearing stuff.
That was the day I got the shocking news of my life. I was like, when the doctor explained, he was like, okay, fine. He initially asked me, he said, okay, when I had the ban on my ears, that I was actually supposed to go straight to an ENT, that it was an emergency, that something would have been done, but I did not. And because of that, I have lost the hearing. There's nothing they could do about it.
The right ear is, gone down, then the other ear gone down finally. Another, wow, what's going on here?
Except I had to do a cochlear implant. I was like, I've never heard about that before, really. But the fact that you said there's nothing they can do about it gives me a pointer that it's not a joke, that it's not something I can do. It was not like, then for my right hair, for my left hair, I have actually overweighted it. It has been the holy hair working for a long time. So I need to use an hearing aid because it's on severe hearing loss. This is on profound. This is on severe. Profound hearing loss is actually the highest, as in the worst case, deaf. And severe is closer to deaf, but not. So I can actually use an hearing aid to support this, to hear clearer.
We have to buy hearing aid. We try to get a hearing aid. When we got the hearing aid, sometimes it's too loud because it was not regulated. So it's too loud. I'm having headache, so she will remove it.
It was a lot of headache for me. I hear every little sound. This time around, I'm not hearing word. I am hearing sound.
A little drop of pain, it will make a loud noise in our ear because of the external thing. So that was not helping.
When you speak, I only hear sound, not word. So now imagine 5 people talking at once. It's a lot. headache everywhere. At times, with annoyance, I just pick the thing, I threw it off.
When she remove it, she will now say, I can find peace.
In fact, at a particular time, I had to, I had the hearing aids with me. I went for a meeting. I'm sure somebody saw it and thought it was hearing piece, and they stole it. I was like, this is something I spent a lot of fortune on, and I can't find it again. I kept looking for it everywhere. I couldn't. I sent for another one in Dubai. I bought another one, and they brought it. I used that one. Still the same.
One day I was praying, and I was in the midst of it. When she went for, to meet a specialist in Ikeja.
I had to go to the hospital to see the doctor, and I was like, ENC again. Okay, fine. I've been to Dubai. They are going to tell me the same story, but let me even try. The test is not exactly the same as Dubai. It was not like, the truth about it is, I still need, there's something called cochlear implants that I have to do it. And I asked him, please, can you just give me an idea of this surgery? If I have to do it, how much is it?
He said, this is going to cost like 21 million naira. And then 21 million naira.
That's the last thing I can ever imagine. I said, it's not an option. He said, okay, fine. The earpiece you're using for this, we can give you an upgraded one, which is a digital one, which will be digital hearing aid back here.
That digital one she got, they could not regulate. Probably there's a regulation somewhere, somehow. She dropped it.
But it still needs a bit of my attention to people when they're speaking. I have to listen to you. I have to read your lips. I have to read your lips and probably interpret it. So listening to people was actually a lot of stress for me. For phone, it's zero. I can't even speak with people on phone. I can't hear people on phone. I can't pick calls.
There was a time that my mom's phone was ringing. So she called me that she come and pick the phone call. And I was surprised that can't she pick the phone call herself?
And imagine most times when you call, like, sorry, I'll have to send you a message. I saw your missed call. I'm actually in a place where I can't receive call. Can we chat? I'm not born to be a liar. I'm not used to that. But I have to keep giving excuse for my not picking your call. The phone is ringing. I'm actually looking at it and I can't pick it. Even when the phone is ringing, I don't know it's actually ringing.
But I could not call her because I won't hear what because she will not hear what I'm saying. I was relating with the elder sister.
And it was actually affecting my business.
They lost some jobs. She'll come back home, she will cry.
My business grew up to something that I had personal relationship with most of my clients.
One day, they called her, she was replying back, and I took the phone, I was responding. And then when I was saying, one of the clients was saying, why won't your wife answer me? She's so proud. Is it because, and then she was like, she was talking because she was like, I couldn't hear. And it was, couldn't hear what? Is it because I'm not paying too much money and all that? And I was in the middle of trying to manage her and the clients.
I've seen situations where I end up getting someone to call and they said, oh, we had an emergency job, but it has been given to somebody else when you didn't pick your call. I lost a lot of jobs. So many people got angry. Kemi's level has gone higher now. She does not pick calls. People pick her calls for her. I can't explain to you why I can't pick calls. I was in a world of isolation. I don't even want to talk to people. I don't want people to know my shame. I don't want people to see what is happening to me. So I run away from meetings. I run away from people.
But you know what? I believed God. I believe that there's a way out.
God is not limited by time, space, or men. With God, all things are possible.
Every parasite that has followed your destiny, internal and external, from now, you are free in the name of Jesus.
With God, freedom is guaranteed.
You will find help in the name of Jesus. Help will find you. You will find help.
That is why men pray for divine help and favor. Join Evangelist Banji Adesomi at the Hour of Power, an interdenominational prayer meeting every first and third Wednesday of the month, 6:30 a.m. in the morning at Rose of Sharon Center, GRA, Ikeja. Are you far away? You can join online via Facebook and YouTube at Evangelist B. For inquiries, call 0809-547-3181. The Hour of Power will make a difference in your life.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. Revelation 12:11. Testimonies encourage. Life-changing stories give us hope. We covet your prayers and partnership to keep spreading these testimonies. Someone is out there who needs this inspiration, and we need your support, financial and spiritual. For partnership and financial support, go to www.banjiadesomiministry.org/donation. That's www.banjiadesomiministry.org/donation, or call or SMS +234 809 5473 181. That's +234 809 547 3181, or send an email to info@inspaya.org. Thanks for helping keep this vision alive, and the Lord reward you.
Most cases, when I go for meeting, I have to go with my staff. As the client is talking, the staff is typing on phone, as in on WhatsApp, sending it to me, and I'm reading it, I'm interpreting. All the while I was going through all this, it was horrible for me. I had no secret. I have to always have a third party to be my ears. I have to always have a third party to explain to me. It was horrible.
There are most times that I would like to send her some messages for her to listen to what they are saying. When I send them to her, she'll like reply me that I can't hear what they are saying, that there's no need you sending it to me. Just text to me what they are saying, that I don't want to hear. I can't hear. Just text me what they are saying, I will understand. And I feel so bad for my sister.
I remember one time in church, I was sitting in front and one elderly man was sitting beside me when Pastor Sam was preaching. And Pastor Sam was preaching and like everybody were laughing and the man was laughing. The man was actually discussing what Pastor Sam was saying to me. I was just smiling. Okay. I wasn't hearing him and he never knew. I wasn't hearing. Most cases like that, some people just looked at it, that what's the problem? She's not even hearing. So many people will call my husband. I was talking to your wife yesterday and she didn't even, hope there's no problem. She's not even answering. I'm like, okay, maybe she didn't hear you. So most cases when in church like that, we'll have to keep working together so that when they're talking, what did you just say?
I decided not to be texting her. I decided that no matter how good it is, I don't want to say was, I will not be using WhatsApp to communicate with my wife. No, I'll not be using text message. I will be communicating with her until she gets there, because I know I didn't marry her that way, and I cannot now start the attitude of now using text message to communicate in the house or sign language. I said no, I didn't marry the deaf, person.
Most times I go home with tears. Every meeting they had to report. They had to do minutes for me. They had to send messages, and you wouldn't know. We were able to play that game so well that you would not know that the person you're actually talking to is deaf. I was actually deaf. I wasn't hearing. Everywhere was quiet, silent. As noisy as Lagos is, to me, it was the most quiet place for me.
I was very sad. I know God will lay his hands on her.
And one day as I was praying, I heard God telling me, this will end in testimony. This will end in testimony. That's what I heard. I did not hear another thing again. I said, and I heard this process will end in testimony. I tell you, that was the last time I heard, God concerning the case.
Later, I was happy then because I know that God will come upon her and lay his hand upon her, so her year will be better.
I was in a world of isolation. I don't even want to talk to people. I don't want people to know my shame. I don't want people to see what is happening to me. So I run away from meetings. I run away from people.
I used to fight her. When they are talking, why are you not listening? She'll be pressing your phone. Why are you in church? But later I understood that, well, I can feel her. She's not even hearing what the pastor is saying, but she has to be in church. People don't understand. They will greet her, hey, hello, hi. She will greet her, hey. And then sometimes they'll be greeting her. I will be touching her. They'll greet her, and then she'll be pretending. So it was pretense, because she could quickly read lips. She could quickly, understand what, true body language, and she could respond. But sometimes the response is negative or not appropriate and all that.
It was really worse in the year 2017 when I called her and she told me she couldn't hear me, that we should please chat on phone. I was really, I feel so bad.
But you know what? I believed God. I believed that there's a way out.
I remember one day I was in my sitting room at home, and my children were in their room. My husband was in his room. I was the only one in the parlor. The TV is playing. I wasn't hearing the TV. I was just there. I was quiet. I want to talk to them, but I won't get a reply. They would reply me, but I wouldn't hear them. So I felt so bad. I felt, why is this happening to me? I reflected back to my spiritual background. I've served God all my life. I've been a pastor all through my university level. I was a pastor. I got born again at 16. Why would God allow this to happen to me? And I just, while I was saying that, and I looked at my dining table, I saw there's a sniper that they use in killing insects. I use it a lot at home, and I saw it, and I like, best thing, let me just drink this and put an end to everything. Let me just end it. I'm tired. I can't go on like this. I've always been an active person. I'm a go-getter. I hate to be at the mercy of people, but now I am, because someone had to listen for me to hear. And I just looked at it, okay, I can equally take this. I was almost getting up to pick it up and to just drink it and put an end to it. And while I was about getting up, something just told me that, imagine those 3 kids inside. Imagine your husband. Definitely they will suffer if you kill yourself. And I just looked at it. I just busted into tears. And immediately I ran into the room to go and meet my husband. He didn't notice. I just had to wipe it away.